Okay, let's get started. So I played this rapid game and the club jam crashed again. I don't know what I have to do now anymore. But let's start on a good note by saying, good day, guys. This is day 6 of playing rapid chess every single day until I get a girlfriend. Okay, so I had the black pieces and my opponent played e4, I played the card on Khan, and we went into a main line and I played knight g5. And I was like, time for an A-lane gambit. But I played bishop f5 what I normally play to not allow that to happen. Computers doesn't suggest that it's the best move. I don't want to play c5. I want to get my bishop out because yeah. And then I play knight to d7, knight b to d7, so that if knight e5 I can just capture and trade off queens and life is good. And we carried on playing. I got an in-between move there. We traded off and then I realized, okay, what if I sack the bishop? What if I play bishop h2, king h2, knight g4? Why is it not working? And the king goes to g3, for example, and I capture. And then I'm like, it doesn't look good. Even this after f4, I didn't really like it. Whoa, g5. You don't even want me to take the rook. Okay, I was dumb there because g5 is attacking the knight and the pawn. I didn't think about this. This is interesting. I need to analyze this later. But I played queen f6, putting pressure on f2 pawn, and I brought my bishop back. And then I realized after pushing h5, I'm in trouble. Because it's bishop g5, queen f5, bishop d3, and I have to play queen d5, and I'm like, okay, I'm losing a pawn. If my opponent plays c4, I'm losing a pawn. Because if c4, I would have to take, and go back to f5, and I would lose a pawn after rook h5. After g6, okay, the rook's stuck. I have some compensation, but man, this is not easy to play. Because if rook h4, I can't even play king g7 because then they kick away my knight, and then I'm getting like bulldozed over here or something. Just getting obliterated. But my opponent played bishop d2 instead of c4, and then I traded off. I played g6 time, I just protecting the h5 pawn, and I went for queen trade, which they refused. I played b6 because I wanted to defend the pawn. The computer wants me to play c5, but I'm only human. Brought my rook to the center, and I played f6, which I thought wasn't the right move, and I brought my bishop back. Just I wanted to keep it on this diagonal. Then they played knight g4, and I moved my queen to the only square available that protects the g6 pawn. And I realized, okay, f3 doesn't work because I simply pick up the pawn and I'm winning the game from there on. Therefore, I wasn't too concerned. Then they played bishop c3. And I'm like, okay, what I played in the game was knight h2, but it was a missed move, according to the computer. I should have played bishop takes, and if rook takes, the same thing. Sorry, the same thing would have happened after queen h4. But the king can always go to h1, which I was a bit skeptical of. However, in what I played was knight h2, and I thought the same thing was gonna happen. You take king takes and queen takes h4, and you win an exchange and a pawn. But that did not happen. Instead, my opponent played rook e1, and then it threw me off guard because I wasn't even thinking about it. So I played queen h4, and they took, which was very very confusing. So I just took back, and then they played rook g3, which I think was a mouse slip. Or they either just forgot that I have a bishop here hiding in the corner by Mount Everest. And I captured that rook, and then they played f3, which is definitely a mouse slip. So I sacked my knight with knight takes f3. And they resigned here because after pawn takes, I have just bishop takes e1 check. A nice discovery attack. I'll trade off queens, and I'll simply be two rooks up, and it should be winning. It is winning. I shouldn't be feeling should. It is winning. I just have to convert it. But yeah, that was day 6 of playing rapid chess every single day until I get a girlfriend. Yeah, so it's another win in the books. I'm 21-17. I did play a few other games while I was streaming. So yeah, I don't have any rating goals. I just want to play. I want to play more rapid, prepare for a tournament end of the year, and yeah, just improve my overall play, I guess. Yeah, and it's been going well so far. And thanks for watching the video. Have a good rest of your day, and thank you for choosing to watch this video. till the end. Goodbye.